Hi, my name is Tito, and here are some of the trends and stories that were big in Nigeria on social media from Saturday, July 20th to Friday, July 26th.
Air Peace plane loses front tire during emergency landing. An Air Peace 737 plane made an emergency landing at the Murtala Mohammed International Airport on Tuesday, successfully averting disaster. Witness reports say the plane made an abrupt landing, but the pilot was also in constant communication with the passengers throughout the nerve-wracking ordeal. Thankfully, no lives were lost. However, by one passenger's account, it took the emergency services 52 minutes to respond to the pilot's distress call to evacuate passengers once the plane was safely on the tarmac. This is the second major incident to occur on the tarmac at the Lagos International Airport in a week. Last week, an unidentified man ran to an aircraft with a bag, climbed on its wing, and attempted to gain entry onto the plane as it was waiting for takeoff. According to an eyewitness, it took airport authorities 23 minutes to get to the scene and 37 minutes for security officials to show up. The Lion King sets new box office records. The much-anticipated movie Disney's The Lion King opened big on Friday, making $185 million in the US alone in its opening weekend. It set a new record in the process as well, as it became Disney's biggest debut ever for a non-MCU and non-Star Wars movie. The previous record was held by Pirates of the Caribbean Dead Man's Chest with $135 million. The Lion King also recorded the second biggest opening of the year thus far, behind Avengers End Game. The movie has lots of star power behind it, with actors Donald Glover, Beyonce, Chiwetel Ejiofor, Seth Rogen, and others voicing some of the main characters. Legendary actor James Earl Jones also reprised his role as Mufasa. The blockbuster film has been met with mixed reviews, however, as many moviegoers feel it doesn't live up to the 1994 animated original. International influencer Gary Vee answers Simi's question. Popular entrepreneur, investor, consultant, and social media influencer Gary Vaynerchuk featured a question sent in by singer Simi on his Instagram feed this week. Gary, or Gary Vee as he's popularly known, is hugely famous on social media amongst young Nigerians for his videos and mantra on business growth, scaling up, and hustle culture. In the video, Simi asked Gary about how people can successfully pursue their dreams in places like third world countries in spite of the lack of opportunities and institutional obstacles that stand in their way and that can end up being very discouraging. Gary's response was that if you want something bad enough, you have no choice but to continue trying in spite of whatever circumstances life throws at you, and that others have achieved success even though they too faced incredible opposition.
Systems that I use perspective. That's how I keep fighting, no matter how bad or hard it's been through the years, different situations. Somebody's always had it worse. And for me, if you want it, you just can't give up on it. Period.
Avengers End Game overtakes Avatar as the highest grossing film in history. As of Sunday, July 21st, Avengers End Game had raked in a record-breaking $2.79 billion worldwide, thereby displacing Avatar, which made $2.789 billion. The concluding chapter in the Marvel saga displaced James Cameron's 2009 CGI spectacle Avatar to become the highest-grossing film of all time. Disney did employ a marketing tactic to achieve this, however, when it re-released Avengers End Game with new footage in late June as what many believe was primarily a marketing boost to push the film's earnings beyond that of Avatar's. An interesting fact about both movies is that both star actress Zoe Saldana playing an alien. Endgame's reign at the top could be short-lived, however, and the Avatar franchise could reclaim the top position once again, as the much-anticipated sequel to Avatar is scheduled for release on the 17th of December 2020. Boris Johnson replaces Theresa May as new British Prime Minister. This week, former London Mayor Boris Johnson became Britain's new Prime Minister after defeating Foreign Secretary Jeremy Hunt with 92,152 votes against Hunt's 46,656. Following his victory, Johnson became the leader of the British Conservative Party and on Wednesday replaced Theresa May to become the 15th Prime Minister under Queen Elizabeth's reign. On Wednesday afternoon, in line with protocol, Theresa May went to see the Queen and formally resigned. Minutes later, Johnson also visited Her Majesty and was asked to form a new government. Theresa May will now return to the backbenches of Parliament as an ordinary lawmaker. Boris Johnson assumes office with the task of delivering a Brexit plan and getting Britain out of the EU by the end of October. Other issues on the front burner for Johnson also include strained diplomatic relations with the US and escalating tensions in the Middle East.
For details on these stories and many more, please visit www.olorisupergal.com and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And follow the hashtag.